Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Who the heck is going to buy Kotaku now? I don't see a lot of takers. What are you buying? You're buying the name. Really, that's all you're buying. First of all, thank you for joining me on this morning drive here. Man, am I tired, guys. I am one tired puppy, let me tell you. And it's not going to get any easier here now. I start new classes tomorrow. And sleep isn't anywhere in the horizon for me. Not at least more than 6 hours sleep, 6 hours tops. But I'm taking some time here in this morning drive to share with you my perspective on what the challenges are going to be of whoever tries to buy this company. Now, is it worth anything? Yeah, it's worth something, but its price has been devalued greatly, not only by the market, which doesn't value these properties as much as they used to back in the day, but by the actions of one Elisa Merchant, who has changed her name to Elisa Mercante to become a fake Latina. And I will point that out every time. Every single time, I will point that out that she's a fake Latina. But that's not why the company is going to go in the crapper, right? As far as valuation, whoever offers money for it, it's because it's not profitable. You know, it wouldn't matter what Elisa Mercante's political point of view would be, or her sexuality, or any of that stuff would be meaningless if the company's making money. When it comes to making money, guys, let me tell you out there, some of the best salesmen that you're ever going to have in a corporation, a company, whatever, are probably not the nicest people you're ever going to meet. Trust me, I've been a salesman. I know. You get all flavors, man. And the only thing that matters is whether or not they can bring in a profit. That really, it's all that matters when you're running a business. But in this case, she's not only not bringing in the money, she's ruining the reputation of the company. Now, a lot of people ask, well, does it matter that she's a sex worker or ex-sex worker, whatever she claims to be, which she put out there, which is not the smartest thing to do, but she did it. And it only hurts the company because if you're evaluating this company from the outside, right? If you are another corporation, another entity, a group of investors, venture capitalists, whatever, what are they going to be looking at? Well, let me tell you, this is one of the very few times I get to use my college education I'm still paying for to talk about something, right? There's 5 basic functions of management in general, right? When we're talking about business. And that is, number 1, planning, right? You want to have a plans for your future, the company, whether it's short-term, long-term, what have you. You got to have that. Do you see that in Kotaku? Right. Another is organizing. The way Kotaku is running right now, do you see organizing? Do you see a well-oiled machine running there? What about staffing? Right. That's another function of management. I would say they would rate very low on this. If you were doing a SWOT analysis on this company. If you don't know what SWOT is, you can go look it up, SWOT, which is how you analyze certain things. This would come under a weakness, absolutely. Right? The other is leadership. Who's leading out there? Or are the employees running the asylum, as they say? I would say it's the latter. Right? There is no leadership there. There is no vision. There is no planning. And last but not least, it's controlling. Do you see control in this company? Do you see quality control? Do you see any sort of discipline? You don't. And I'm just telling you, this is just as lay people. We're just talking as lay people, and I'm laying you the 5 foundations of management, and you can clearly see. It doesn't take a genius to clearly see there's a problem here. Now, if you are going to spend millions of dollars buying a company, wouldn't you want to see better performance out of these? You'd be offering pennies on the dollar for this company. because all you have is the name, and the business model doesn't work anymore. It's plain and simple. The business model they have does not function anymore. It's no longer viable in the market. And why is that? Because the market is responding to personalities, and that's who they get their content from. The information that comes along with that is secondary, right? So they have to be engaged with whoever is giving them the information. So they clearly need a different business model here. What they're doing here is they're, battling their competition, which are YouTubers now, right? And it's not even big YouTubers. Smash AT has thousands of subscribers, right? But he's not the biggest name out there. I mean, if you're going to do this for publicity, or you're going to try to smash out the competition, you would do it with larger channels. So this is just ego-driven, right, by this so-called editor who puts her personal beliefs on top of everything. This is all narcissism. I mean, when have you heard of anything like this happening? This woman's contacting the guy's wife, trying to affect his relationship. I mean, this is horrible. And you might think that other media of their type is not calling it out. Some are even defending it, some weirdos out there. But you know who's not going to do that is investors. Investors are looking at this going, no way. This, if you bought it, you clearly have to change the business model to one that's more relevant to today's market. Something like, for example, what Asia does, where, they'll hire personalities, maybe a low-level YouTuber where they see some potential, and they give them like a 360 contract for 5 years where they pretty much own everything they are for 5 years until they make them a household name, and split the profits in their benefit. And then after the contract is over, they'll let them go and go get another one or renegotiate, one of the two. Right? But they can't function as they are now. Absolutely not. And this is what investors are going to be looking at. But this is a clown show. Nobody is looking at this and saying, man, this company has intrinsic value. These employees are A+, right? None of the things that you would want to hear is what you're hearing with this company. You have toxic employees who are narcissists. Now you have other sex workers out there defending the fake Latina, Elisa Mercante, and it's just a sight to see, right? It's like something you would see out of Jerry Springer or something like that. And let me tell you, it's not a good deal for Geo Media, who is the parent company of Kotaku. Now, this is par for the course for these idiots, because they've been promoting this business model for a while, this woke media. The problem is it's no longer profitable, or they wouldn't be looking to unload these properties on somebody else. But who's going to invest in this? I don't know. Maybe some YouTubers who have money, who are actually making money, could buy it. But other than that, this company is doomed. And it's doomed because of toxic employees. And this should teach you why management is so important, and these 5 core principles of management. If you plan to be a manager, if you have an entity and a company, these are principles that you have to memorize. These are principles that you have to live by. Planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. None of these are present in Kotaku, and that's why this company as it exists right now is doomed to failure. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.